Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for singles. So this is going to be quite an exciting reading because it is going to be who's coming and when, and we're going to see. So we have these three wonderful groups, as you can see. We've got group one, which also has the blue crystal right there, and the blue butterfly, as well as this particular deck. The decks are super beautiful, especially the backs of them as well. And then you've got group two here with this beautiful butterfly here, and also the white crystal. And then group three has got, I don't even think you saw that properly, there we go. And then group three has this nice other blue butterfly here with also a blue crystal and the card deck. So whichever one you're interested in group wise, whether it's 1, 2 or 3, definitely do check out the description box below. The timestamps for each of the groups is there. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what this reading is going to bring you. I have a feeling that it's going to be quite accurate, so it's just, an internal feeling that I have. So I really just wanted to get these messages out to many of you. A lot of you have been requesting singles readings, so that is mainly the reason for that as well. Okay, so also wanted to mention very quickly as well, if you would like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information will also be in the description box below as well. They're done within 24 to 48 hours, and the last thing I want to mention is my intention bracelets are on Etsy, so I'm wearing a bunch of them right here. I'm wearing the singles, love, twin flame and soulmate bracelets. There's also evil eye, health and happiness, confidence bracelets. They are all on my Etsy store. They're meditated with and saged, and they're to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life. Very special indeed. If you want to see how other people have seen results, the review section is on my Etsy store. International shipping, and there's also teas and crystals. There's necklaces, anklets, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, in your wallet or your purse. There's also pom-poms and tassels and all sorts of other beautiful items as well. So we're going to start first of all with group one. I'm just going to move the rest of the groups to the side. Let's just grab all of these cards. All right. Let's do this and this and this. Okay. All right, so group number one. This is your reading for singles, right? Who is coming and when is this person coming for you? That's what we want to know, right? So you've chosen this beautiful blue butterfly. I'm just going to stand it up right there. Also the crystal, I'm just going to put it there as well. You've got a lot of blue happening, and you've got this beautiful deck. So let's have a look and see what cards are coming through and what messages I can give you as well. I'm using a bunch of other cards as well, so I'm going to use some oracle cards just so that I can get a lot of information out to you guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's definitely someone new. All right, so who's coming? Someone new. Someone I feel that you very much so are trying to manifest, but this is in a way that is completely new. So say, for example, you've been manifesting someone who's just really lovely, kind, caring, mature, respectful, stable, has self-awareness, integrity, right? This is someone, again, that is completely new, that you've never met before, and could have some similar qualities to people from the past, but good qualities. So I'm just saying that when you've got the Fool here, it shows a new journey, and it shows a new person, not someone that's tied to your past. I just want to make that super clear as we start straight away. Okay, so that's the Fool. You've also got the Nine of Wands as well. So the Nine of Wands is very much so about someone who is quite adventurous, because we've got the Fool here, right? Someone who is very loyal as well, because you've got the dog there as well. The Fool packs up all their belongings and just kind of goes on this adventure, goes on this journey, but they never ever forget their pets, right? They don't forget the most valuable aspects, essentially. So you can tell that this person's very loyal, very generous, is very spontaneous and adventurous, but in a good way, I would say, and also is very much so a thinker. Always thinks about doing things before doing them, which is actually, I think, a good thing. They're not spontaneous to the point where it causes a lot of damage. Do you know what I mean? They do think about things before taking very important decisions and steps, but they're quite spontaneous in other ways. So they might just be like, oh, let's go here, let's go there, let's try out this place for dinner, or let's go to this place for lunch, or let's make a puzzle today. You know what I mean? Like, they're quite spontaneous in those regards, but in terms of big decisions, they are a thinker. And this person also comes across as someone that really likes DIY, and they could be into really building things or making things. So something to keep in mind here. They're very handy to help you in many ways, whether it's male or female, I'm just saying. All right, so that's what we've got straight away. I like the messages that we've got. These are really nice. I feel like they complement you in many ways in such a beautiful dynamic. Also, we've got here a card that flipped over. It's the Emperor. Okay, so this person may not necessarily be the most emotionally outspoken person, but they're a go-getter and they're very, very driven. Also, on top of that as well, you've got quite strong Aries energy coming through. You've got fire energy here as well. And when I think of Aries, I do think of quite a spontaneous, like detached energy, but someone that is not detached to the point where they don't care about you, detached to the point where they are, like, how do I say this? They're still part of you, but they allow you to sort of have your own independence and your freedom as well. They don't cut off your wings in the process. And again, someone that's really driven, likes to build things, make things, perhaps also has their own business. This is someone that's very, very driven and is a really good team leader and team player. So I think that's really nice to see as well. And also can be a little bit more emotionally detached, like I mentioned, okay? So just keep that in mind. It doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person. It just means that they're perhaps not as emotionally in tune with themselves to the point where they need to be that open. Yeah, not the most emotionally open, I would say, but still has emotion. Just want to say that as well. Like, clear that up. Ace of Swords here, strong energy, very intellectual, very smart. They get things done. They take action on things, right? So they don't leave you hanging. They're not gonna not message you if you message them. You know what I mean? Like, if you message someone and they leave you hanging for like 5 days straight, no. This person's not the kind of person that does that, because they're actually very self-aware. It's a word that came out very much so in the beginning, right? This person's super self-aware. They would not leave you hanging in that sense. Say, for example, you said, I miss you to this person. They're not just going to like leave you hanging. And rightly so, because I think the next person that comes in is really going to be someone that takes your thoughts into consideration and is not someone that would belittle you, if that makes sense. This is not someone who would do that. So yeah, very decisive as well, decisive person. This one, Hierophant. See, this is quite a stable person. Also, Uranus is in the sign of Taurus as we're filming this. Now, obviously, this is a timeless reading, like whenever you click on it, right? But at the same time as well, this Taurus energy is quite strong. So I'd say Aries and Taurus are quite strong in this reading if you're looking for specific star signs, or sun signs, should I say. The other thing as well with the Taurus energy is that I feel like this person that you're going to be meeting, right, who's coming, is someone that does want something quite stable and does want to go in that particular direction, but they're someone that kind of wants to like feel things out before making a serious commitment. So you may feel in the beginning like, oh, maybe they're not so serious, because they can come across as quite spontaneous, but actually they want to sort of feel things out, see how things go. That Taurus energy slows them down a little bit, whilst that Aries energy makes them come across as a bit more detached. So you may feel a little bit worried, but deep down you'll see through their conversations and the ways in which they take action that they do actually care and that they do want to take things further forward. So those two signs can be a little bit complicated sometimes to understand when someone is sort of like, you know, doing things, but actually you can see it through their actions. So it's just one thing to keep in mind, that you may feel like this person is not so serious, but actually deep down they are. Okay, let's see what other cards. It's so typical. Okay, well, we're going to take this one. Also, the other card that has flipped over this way around is the Wheel of Fortune. These ones have just flipped down, and there's one that fell on the floor, which is the last card we are going to take. So let's take it. Let's put the Hermit here, Fortune, and let me just grab this card that's on the floor. Oh wow, it's Justice. It's got a lot of major arcana, so I think this particular connection is going to be quite major. I also feel like you'll learn a lot from this person as well, especially with the Ace of Swords. There's a lot of learning, there's a lot of growing, there's a lot of sense of development as well. It's written in fate that you're going to, I feel, meet this person, or that you're going to meet a person like this, you know. Same thing. You're going to meet this person, and also you've got here Justice, which means that this person could be in the area of law. Maybe they're a lawyer. Could be also that they work very much so as perhaps like a teacher. But I feel like this person has their own business. Okay, so it could really be anything. It's just that law did come through just with Justice. Maybe they studied law, or maybe they had an interest in it at some point. But Justice here also is about karma. Do I feel like this is a karmic connection? Not really. But what I do feel is that you're going to learn something from this connection. It's not going to be karmic to the extent where, I mean, yes, I said, the Wheel of Fortune, it's like it's fated to happen. And when we have karma, it can feel like, okay, well, that's going to be karmic then. Not necessarily. Karmic relationships sort of come in, teach people things, and then karmic people go away. I don't necessarily feel like this person's going to disappear, if that makes sense. So it can be a long-term relationship. Remember, you have the choice and you have free will if you want to make this into a long-term thing as well. And also, if you're patient to sort of wait for them to sort of feel things out as well, because they are going to take a bit of time, especially with that Taurus energy that we've got going on there as well. The Hermit, again, that can really make you think as well, like, okay, is this person serious? Is this person moving at the pace that I want them to move at? But also, this very strong Virgo energy here is about analysis. This person's very smart, very, very intelligent, and they're very good at analysing things, which is why also I see here contracts and negotiations, this sort of like business energy, but also very, very good with their words, and very, very smart, very intellectual, this person. So I'm just going to say that. It could also be a writer, because you've got a lot of books here as well that are coming through, or be writing contracts and things like that. So yeah, you've got a lot of information, because obviously I'm reading for so many of you, and this may make sense as you progress along. Okay, let me grab all of the oracle cards as well. Okay, so I've got the Romance Angel oracle cards, I've got the Everyday, I believe this is the Everyday Witch oracle, and also the Lovers oracle as well. So let's start with the Romance Angel oracle cards and see what's coming through for you. Okay, let's see. You've got here honeymoon. Okay, so there's definitely something about traveling that's coming through. I feel like the two of you are going to travel a lot. As like a when, right? We will see what comes through. I feel like it didn't come through too strongly here, but I feel like there's a 9-month energy, like a 9 to 10 month energy that's really coming through in tarot. Because it wasn't too strong to the point where I was like, this is when it's going to happen. Because a lot of the times in the readings that I do, the time frame comes out straight away. But I will say here that it didn't come through as quickly and as effortlessly as it usually does. But I feel like there's a 9 to 10 month energy, which makes a lot of sense considering you've got these 2 9s here with the Hermit and, of course, the 9 of Wands. And you've also got the 10 here with the Wheel of Fortune. So I know that's a really long time frame, but I feel like that's really when this person's going to come in. And see, the thing is, right, for a lot of you, this person could come in much sooner, being 9 to 10 weeks. And the reason for that, and the reason why there's such a difference between it, is for some of you, you may not be working necessarily on yourself. So I definitely recommend you to work on yourselves, to take care of yourselves, to put yourself first before putting other people first in that sense, and you'll find this person come in much quicker. If you keep delaying work on yourself spiritually, it will delay this person from coming in. So you've got a 9 to 10 energy here, all right, so that can be weeks, but for many of you, maybe months if you're not necessarily working on yourself, but that's just what I want to say. There's a 9 to 10 energy. You've also got honeymoon, so I see here that they are very romantic, but also they can be a little bit emotionally detached, but when they want to be affectionate, they can be. Also, this honeymoon energy is quite strong because the honeymoon energy is also about travelling as well, which, with the Fool we have got there very much so. So you've got honeymoon, And you've got here forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So this person here could have gone through some difficult sort of moments in their childhood, especially with the Fool, which is also why they can be perhaps a little bit more detached. But I think that over time they will really sort of learn to forgive also and heal some of the bonds with their perhaps parents or those older to them, and or their guardians, for example, and that can also really help them to sort of move forward a lot more as well in this particular connection. So there's this energy of forgiving and learning. Perhaps they've been through a really difficult sort of childhood, but it doesn't mean that they're necessarily bringing all of those issues to this particular connection. And I do feel that they want to take things slow so that they're not also leading you on completely. And you've also got here, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energies. So for those of you that perhaps have been maybe holding on to hope for an ex or someone from your past, I feel like this person is new, and this person is someone that's a lot more clear in that sense. So it says here, release your ex. It can also be that perhaps this person had a really difficult relationship and they have to essentially really just, you know, sort of like clear out that energy. And so that can also take time as well for them to do, which is something that we're seeing here as well. So it could be on both sides that we're seeing this particular message. Yeah, but I don't necessarily feel they'll bring all of those issues into this particular connection. It's just that I think they'll want to be careful to make sure that however they got hurt before does not repeat itself. They don't want history to repeat. So they want to, you know, forgive, learn, move forward, progress into something new. And I think that they want to release their ex. And perhaps that could also make sense on your side as well. Okay, so let's see what these Romance Angel Oracle cards bring us. Okay, we've got 2 here. It says here, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. That's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. You've got here a message for you. So this is more like a soulmate kind of connection. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So I think this person's also thinking about, you know, the future person that is yet to come into their life and what that person could also mean to them. So that's something that's coming through. La 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 la. Let's take this one. It was just right at the top. So it says, give thanks for the blessings of loves. Oh my gosh, wow, soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart desires. So it's a really lovely connection that is coming your way. There are some lessons they have to learn as well on their side, which they will, and then that will also allow them to come towards you in a much stronger way, and one that is more decisive towards you as well. So I think that's quite a strong message that we have got, which honestly is nice to see. I'll get some initials out as well, just so that you can sort of have a look at those as well, because I think that could be quite useful with the letters. Let's just get this card. Okay, so you've got here healing water. So you've got a lot of energy to do with healing here. So I feel like they're healing from someone, healing from something. Also, you know, just looking at the crystals as well, it's that sort of flowing energy of, when I think of blue, I think of like an ocean, you know, water. You've also got the butterfly, which is about transformation. So I definitely feel like they're healing, they're learning, they're forgiving, they're trying to move on from the past. They're also very much so trying to perhaps release their ex and release things from the past, baggage from the past that has perhaps kept them really just stuck and stagnant. And here we've got healing waters. Now this can also be a very significant message for you as well, to heal, to do things for yourself, to feel good about yourself, to look after yourself, take care of yourself, you know, those kinds of messages as well. So I think that's quite an important message for sure. And I'm just going to pull another 2 actually, because I feel like it, and I think why not. Okay, we've got here fire magic. So this is like manifesting and intentions as well. You've got also quite a lot of fire energy, which to me prompts that this person could be an Aries. And that's something that we did see before as well. So there's some kind of Aries energy that's really coming through with this. I also feel like they're trying to manifest you into their life. So that's interesting. We got star signs, we got a lot of energy and information come through about them, and we've got here transformation and change, right? So spoke about the butterfly. There's definitely a huge transformation and change that they are going through at this current time as well. They're really finding themselves, they're finding their feet, they're finding their courage, they're finding their strength. You get my drift, right? And also for you as well, this will bring a big transformation and a big change if you're ready for it. So that's what I feel is very important. They've gone through their hardships, you may have gone through yours, but together you come together once both of you have healed, because I do see healing energy here, okay? And once you have healed, once they have healed, it comes to build a very strong connection that is actually built on strength, on love, on trust, and true happiness. So I've got the letters here. Just mix them up a bit. La la la. Okay. Oh, got a lot there. Okay, it's okay. So we've got an E and an S. Can you see them from there? Probably not. Let's put them here. E, S, W, O, V, Z. Now this could actually spell out a name, but it can also be initials, and I did get quite a few out, so we'll see. Got quite a few. W, O, V, Z, or Z if you're in the US, L, M, got another E there, a D, another E, got quite a few E's, K, I, N, and A, M. It's interesting, we didn't get so many vowels, but yeah, that's what we've got here for you. So yeah, those are your initials, which or you know, letters in general, which are very, very interesting indeed. So yeah, that is your reading, group number 1. Now, if this reading resonated with you, let me know in the comment section below. Eventually, you know, in the future, whenever that is, let me know. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, my intention bracelets, which are on Etsy, in the description box below. Everything's there. And take care, everyone, alright? Take care of everybody. Okay, so let me take away all of these. I think we can do it like this. Alright. I find it really therapeutic, sort of doing this little clear up bit in the actual reading. I don't know why, it's just very therapeutic. So I just include it in there. Okay. Alright. Number 2. Da 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 da. Alright, group number 2, this is your reading with me. You have chosen this really beautiful butterfly, which we see right here, which also does light up as well. Let's do a quick light show. Ta-da! Okay, I'm going to leave the butterfly right there. You've also chosen the white crystal as well. We're just going to put that to the side, and let's have a look and see what your cards bring us. So what we're going to look into is essentially I am going to do a spread, and I'm also going to use oracle cards as well, which I have right here. We're going to look into who is coming, when this person is coming for you, and also initials as well as the oracle cards. So we've got a lot of information to come your way. So let's begin. Alright, who is coming your way, group number 2? Who is coming? Who? Please describe this person to us. For those of you that are single, who's coming? You've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. You've got here the Page of Wands. you've got the Emperor. Oh my gosh, you know, these cards smell so, so nice. I'm sorry, I know that's really random, but this deck is brand new, and I shuffled, I cleansed them and I saged them in that sense as well, but I can still smell the newness of the cards. Well, I did shuffle them previously as well. They just smell so good. And the other thing that's really coming through in this particular reading as well is that this person might really just love the smell of new books, or, you know, like new magazines. For example, you know, that sort of like fresh book smell. I know it's really bizarre, but stay with me on that one because it could mean something. Okay, and then you've got the Page of Pentacles here as well. Eight of Swords. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll take them all, because the thing is they all did come out in such a drastic manner. I was like, whoa. Right, so we've got extra cards, but I'm going to take them. So we've got the Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, got Justice, the Six of Wands. You've got here the Lovers. Let's just put that right at the end there. And you've also got the Four of Cups as well. So what's really quite fascinating about this is that this four is really sticking out to me. So I feel like the time frame is either 4 weeks or 4 months. I feel like it really does depend. And a lot of it, remember, also depends on your inner work and how much you're doing for yourself. Sometimes when you really want an outcome, we can end up pushing it away a little bit. So just, and that's, you know, something to do with the law of attraction as well, is that sometimes when we're like, I want it now, you can end up pushing it away more. So the key here really is to focus more so on yourself and to just let things flow towards you. Love is like a river. Let it flow, right? You don't need to force things. You don't need to overly, excessively do a lot of that, if that makes sense. Let it naturally happen. So the 4 is coming through for the time frame, all right? And it really does depend. It could be 4 weeks or 4 months from now. And I know 4 months sounds like a really, really long time, but this really does depend on how many of you have done inner work and inner healing as well, because some of you may sort of have had difficult relationships and you kind of maybe want to jump into something, but the spirit guides are saying, you know, to have this kind of a relationship, it's really important to heal. Otherwise, you may take some of those issues into this connection. Remember, I'm reading for a lot of people. Some of you have done a lot of work to yourselves, in which case it's coming, and it's coming soon. So the Queen of Pentacles here is about someone that is mature, someone that is kind, loyal, dedicated, someone that's also very classy. It's just something that's coming through. I know it's really bizarre to say that, like, oh, this person's classy, but really they are. This is someone that's quite, like, how do I say this? Like, just has a way about themselves. They're super self-aware, they're kind-hearted, but not the kind of person that is a doormat. Do you know what I mean? There's a difference. There's a difference between someone who's super kind-hearted and someone that's a doormat. This person's not a doormat at all. They stand up for themselves and they stand up for the people that they love. So the good news is that this is a kind of person that would stand up for you, right? Especially with the Emperor here. This person would stand up for you. They would take action. They would not leave you hanging. This person's very good with communication, as it comes through with the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. They will make moves towards you. They will try and initiate dates or meetups or phone calls with you. They'll initiate all of that. You don't necessarily have to do too much when it comes to them. Obviously, you know, replying is good, but they will really initiate things with you. The Eight of Swords is more so serving as a bit of a warning, like make sure you're open to this particular connection, because some of you may have had a past hurt that you may not be completely healed from, or maybe even trauma bonding. I would recommend you to search that particular term. You know, sometimes we don't realize that we're trauma bonded to someone, and then, you know, some people get into new relationships, new connections, they realize, wow, you know, I'm still thinking about the past, even though I thought I was completely over it. So just be aware of that. I think healing, you know, is very important. So the Eight of Swords shows that there is a bit of a risk for those of you that have not really worked fully on yourselves or tried to heal. Remember, this person cannot fill your voids. Only you can work to heal those inner bits and pieces. So that's just something I want to say with the Eight of Swords, because what comes to me and strikes me that is that this person's really loving, very, very caring, very generous with their time, their energy, and also their money as well. So that's quite significant, and they seem to have this really nice energy where they care about you, like how a loving parent would care for their child, if that makes sense. So this person's not going to be like your mother or your father, I just want to say that, but I feel like they have a good relationship with their mother and father. So that's also impacted them in how they see relationships and how they want to take things further forward. So be prepared that this person is someone that understands relationships and has seen good ones. Okay, so it's something to keep in mind is that some of you might literally find this relationship a little bit boring. I'm not going to lie, because, you know, the thing is, right, and I know I'm going to go a little bit off topic, but this could make a lot of sense to some of you. Some of you may have been in narcissistic relationships or been in a relationship with a narcissist, and they just drain you. They drain your energy, and sometimes people get trauma bonded where they're stuck between the highs and the lows, and because there's been so many highs, so many lows, they're like stuck, you know, and then they feel like, oh my God, it's not, you know, and then they go towards someone and it's just not as intense, because there's not those low lows. That's what I'm seeing. This person doesn't bring you the low lows. And so you may get a little bit bored of this connection in the sense that it brings you satisfaction, but you might be like, there's just, you know, good mediums and highs, but there's no low lows. And it tricks your brain. Okay, so that's why healing is so, so necessary, so that you can make sure that you're not just thinking of this connection as boring, but actually you're like, wow, this is like milk and honey. This actually is like a proper relationship. Oh my gosh, wow, the message is coming out here. All right, so this is the kind of person that's coming. And I just want to say that this person is a person who will find you very, very attractive. You will find this person very attractive, but they're mutual towards you. And so you might be like, oh, where are the low lows? You see that where that trick can come from? For those of you that have been in hard relationships and then you get into a healthy one, you can start to sort of feel like, wait a second, is this what it's supposed to be like? It is. You know, this is what it is. And this person will love you, care for you, be very kind, generous, and caring. The main star signs that really stick out to me a lot are Aries, Libra, and Gemini. And there is a potential also that this person could be an earth sign as well, just because you have got the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Those are the main signs that I pick up. Yes, you have also got fire energy. It could be that they have fire in their ascendant. But to me, those are like the main sort of star signs that are really sort of coming through for the sun signs. So that's what we've got there. Eight of Wands. This person's very proactive. They're very much so someone that is very good at what they do. This person takes responsibility, okay? They have self-awareness. This person's not someone who's not going to apologize. They will apologize for their mistakes. They'll try and always come towards you. They'll never forget important like dates and events as well. That stuff is very important to them. Also with justice as well, this person is someone that likes, they know right and wrong, and they will always try and do the right thing. So again, it's always about like sort of resolving conflicts and things like that. The Eight of Swords really, again, is just mainly to sort of show you that you may just feel like, oh, this is not the right thing because, okay, of past maybe situations that you've been through. But this is a very satisfactory connection. And that's who's coming towards you. This is someone that's satisfactory. It's someone that makes you feel good about yourself. It's someone that you do feel attracted to as well. And this person has attraction towards you. And they're really trying. And sometimes what happens in life is that we can very much so reject people who are just coming after us. It can feel like, wait a second, whoa, that's too much, right? But actually what we don't realize is that sometimes we're chasing after people that are rejecting us. And the reverse tends to happen. This person is going to be someone that comes after you, and you may feel like, whoa, that's too much, it makes me feel uncomfortable. But actually, think about it this way. That's a good thing sometimes, right? Just saying. Okay, anyways, so that's who's coming towards you. This person's nice. They're really lovely. They're really trying, very mature, very kind, very sensible, super responsible, and it's what's happening here. This person is the kind of person that would not leave you hanging for days. This person would pick up the phone when you want to talk to them. This person is someone that would bring you a blanket and some soup and really want to take care of you when you're not well. And I think that is the energy that's coming through here is very strong. And what I'm going to say to you is that you may not have ever felt love like this before. And so when you get a taste of it, it will be very, very different. And at the beginning, you might feel a little bit like, oh, this is a bit boring. But actually, as time goes by, you'll be like, oh my God, I never actually knew what real love actually was, because you may have been chasing after people that maybe just, were not the greatest or the best in that sense. So I'm just saying, so let's have a look at the Lover's Oracle cards, see what's coming through. Got these two, and also, let's see what else. I want one more, just one more. Oh, okay, well, we got two there, so I was like, And then, okay, so these are your three Oracle cards. I want to get them all out together. And then we've also got another three of these to come out. La 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 la. Oh wow. Very similar to group one, by the way. I want to say some of these cards are very, very similar to group one's reading. So if you do have time, I would recommend you to check out group number one's reading. I don't always say this, but I always feel like when you've got cards that are quite repetitive in that sense as well, I would recommend that, because even some of the tarot cards were repetitive, or repeated, should I say. Wow, okay, yeah, there's a bit of a link there. So, let's see. We've got here, first and foremost, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces, okay? So they could have also gone through some difficult, challenging times as well, and it's almost like you're finding yourselves through one another. And once you get a taste of this, you will feel like it's, infinitely better than the other things. And I think you'll be surprised in many ways as well. You've also got here friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. So this particular relationship can start more as a friendship and really build up more from that point forward. And that's something that we're seeing with the pages as well, is that there's this sense of friendship which just builds into something so much stronger, which gives you happiness, gives you fulfillment, gives you joy. Then you've got here, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of your circumstances and circumstances you currently find yourself in. And I think that really does relate to this Eight of Swords, is that some of you may really be in difficult situations right now where you're like, oh, I don't know if this is going to happen for me. I don't know if someone else is going to come in. So close your eyes, and some of you may already feel like, oh, my eyes are already closed, I feel a bit trapped here in this situation. But really it is about also sort of changing that energy and allowing yourself to feel the joy as well. And then it says here, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to your soul. So ask yourself, the kind of person that you want to come into your life. Not a specific person, but the qualities that you want in a specific person. Then you've got here also release your ex. The time has come to clear your energies. So for some of you, it is about releasing the past. Some of you may feel like, oh yeah, my ex is not around, so it doesn't really matter. But actually, what I do feel is quite significant and very, very important here is to clear the energy. And that means also healing from it as well, because healing from something is really important in many, many ways, because you don't want to move into a new connection realizing that you didn't properly heal from it and then things trigger you afterwards. So that's really important. We've also got here chemistry as well. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, so that obviously this connection is going to be one of chemistry. It is going to be one that really builds from, sort of friendship into something more, which I think is also quite exciting as well. You've got the Lovers here, which is also about intimacy, connection, attraction as well. And you've also got honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you may also very much so take a holiday with this person, celebrate important events, as we've got here with the Six of Wands. As I mentioned, this person likes to remember important dates as well, so that I think that they could whisk you away and be like, let's go here, let's go there, it's your birthday, or it's my birthday, let's go here, things like that. So something to keep in mind is that this person is someone that is quite romantic and is quite, loving, but this person's also quite rational as well. So, at times you may feel like, this person's a little bit, it's coming after me. And that for some of you, that can be like, oh my God, that's too intense. Why is this person coming after me? I want to go after someone and feel like that person's coming after me. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean? Okay. Well, anyways, the other card we have here is transformation and change, which really goes to show that this person's going to be very different from what you would maybe imagine your life partner to be. Some of you may have really low expectations when it comes to love. I'm not going to lie, and actually your expectations are going to be like, what comes to you is going to be so much bigger. That's just what I want to say. It's like you're expecting a caterpillar and then you get a butterfly. And sometimes waiting for that butterfly can take more time because the caterpillar has to transform into a butterfly. It has to mature into the butterfly. It takes time, right? So you might be thinking, oh, where's this caterpillar? And then a butterfly comes to you, but it takes more time. But you're like, wow, okay, butterfly, hello. Yeah, I'm going to take that, you know. And also you've got here rebirth and reinvention. So this is again about sort of healing and just finding yourself with someone that's 10 times better than what you could have ever expected. And then you've also got here connect with Gaia. So this message is really important. It's about opening up your heart chakra, opening up yourself to earth, opening up yourself to the universe, and saying, I'm ready for the blessings that you're going to bring me, but I'm also going to do that inner work as well that is necessary to progress forward as well. That's really lovely. You've got a really nice person, kind person, caring person, mature person coming your way as well. And this wait is worth it, I would say. So, you know, we saw with the time frame the 4 as well. So it's really up to you as to the kind of change and transformation and growth, personal healing you go through as well. Because I'm not going to lie, some of you do have still a little bit of work to do. All right, just a little bit of work to do. All right, let's have a look at the letters. This can be the initials of their name, for example. All right, that's enough. Okay, we've got here an M. I'll just place that there. I think you can see it. Yes, okay. You've got here an L. You've got an X and a K. You can also spell out maybe, you know, things that they enjoy doing. So just keep that in mind, or, you know, a colour, for example. You've got an R, E, J, V, another L, which I think is very interesting. You've got a K, another one. You've got a P, and another R, J. I feel like I'm on that show Countdown. Is it Countdown? Yes, it is, isn't it? We've got a G here, and we've also got an N as well. So those are your letters. So I hope this reading really helped you guys. And the thing that I really like mentioning in the readings is ways that you can also sort of like obtain this as well, and things like messages that come out for you as well, that sort of helps you to also bring this into your life as well. So, you know, I think that that's really important to share. Because, you know, I could say like, oh yeah, this person will come within, you know, say for example 4 weeks, and you'll be like, but Moonlight, this person did not come to me in 4 weeks, and it can be because of that sort of inner healing that needs to happen. And but by me mentioning that, you know, it can make more sense as to why it gets delayed and things like that. So that's why I also like to mention that as well. It's for your own personal benefit too. So this is your reading, everybody. I hope it resonates. Well, let me know. Obviously, it will take time for it to resonate, but let me know how you feel about it. Let me know, you know, how it makes sense. And also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, intention bracelets. All that good stuff is in the description box below. And definitely take care of yourselves, everybody, and I will see you all very, very soon. Alright, so I'm just going to take away all of this, and we're going to go to group number 3 as well. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Alrighty. Oh god, these cards smell so nice. Like brand new cards. I'm so surprised. You know, usually sage gets stuck onto things, like even clothing. They did not get stuck to these cards. Gosh, it smells so nice. Anyways. Right, let's go to group number 3. Blue butterfly. Okay. All right, group number 3, hello. How are you doing? This is going to be your singles reading. Who's coming? When are they coming? What's going on? I also have as well a huge pile of oracle cards, so we're going to use the oracle cards. I'm really excited. Also the Lovers Oracle cards as well, these heart-shaped ones that so many of you have been requesting. Also we've got letters as well, so that can really help some of you with initials and things like that. And we've got tarot, so I'm going to put the blue butterfly on the side like so, and we're going to do the reading. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's coming through. First of all, with tarot messages, when is this person coming? Who is this person? You've got the Devil as your first card. Okay. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. It's interesting. Straight away, I'm sensing Capricorn energy. You've got Earth and Earth. Capricorn. So there's that. You've got here the Knight of Wands with the Six of Swords. You have the Knight of Cups. Oh wow, okay. Do you know what I feel is happening here? You have a range of people coming towards you, which is interesting. You also got the Wheel of Fortune as well. Wow, okay. Group number 3, your reading is so different to the other groups, and I'm living for it. Got the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. And the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you've got choice here. Isn't that so interesting? All right, so what I'm seeing here is in the next few months, which would indicate the next 3 months, you've got a few different people coming into your picture and wanting to talk to you, wanting to connect with you on different levels. And what I feel is quite interesting is that you've got choice here, which again is also quite fascinating. So this is a timeless reading. So whenever you've clicked on this particular reading, you know, it's really from that point forward. But what's really quite interesting is the number 3, because I'm seeing, you know, within the next few months, you've got few different options, and you've also got here 3 knights that have come through. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, you've got the Knight of Wands, you've got the Knight of Cups. So there can also be 3 people sort of around that you're like, okay, what do I feel towards this person? Okay, I'm talking to this person. How does this person sort of, you know, match to me? If that, do you know what I mean? Like, you've got here some people. Some of you might have 2 people, some of you may have 3 people around you, some of you may have more than 3 people, which, I mean, so you have choice, is what I'm seeing, and there's a few people around. What I feel and find is really quite important and quite interesting and unique here is the fact that you have got here the Devil. Now, the Devil here shows that one of these particular people that you're around could be someone that likes to have power, likes to sort of control the narrative, and it could be someone that's toxic that you do have an interest in. So I would just beware, okay? If you feel like you always have to do things according to this person's agenda, if you always feel like this person is the one controlling the narrative, if you feel like you have to walk on eggshells around this person, be aware that this person could be toxic and that you can't fully be yourself, okay? If you can't fully be yourself around someone, I'm just going to say I don't really believe in that, okay? I feel like you should be able to be yourself and you should be able to feel happy and, you know, content with those around you. So just saying. But that's the Devil that's really speaking to me, okay? So this could be, there could be an earth sign around you that maybe makes you feel like that. I'm just saying, okay, in the next few months, and you may feel like, oh, I always have to do things according to them. I can't just pick up the phone and call them. I have to, first and foremost, it feels like, you know, I have to schedule something with them. So I'm just saying that here. The Knight of Wands here shows that there could be also attraction and chemistry to some of these people. And what I would say is that the main thing, the main objective here is to find a perfect balance, to see the person that really does make you feel on many other levels as well, happy, content, fulfilled, and overjoyed. What I will say as well, and I think is really quite significant and very, very important, is the balance. So this is such a different reading that to the point where it's like confusing me, but it might be confusing you as well, is that you're going to have choice. And at the end of the day, what the spirit guides here are saying is that you're going to make the choice, right, as to who you want to talk more to and who you want to talk less to. What I would say is that one of these people as well can be someone who has perhaps dealt with some emotional struggles, emotional challenges, and can be emotionally quite withdrawn as well. So be prepared, as to whether you want to deal with that or not, because this is your choice. Also, Knight of Wands as well. There can be someone who's much more creative, or there could be someone who's sort of just trying to get you into their bed. So be aware of those around you and what it is also that you want, right? Knight of Cups here shows that there can be someone here that has a full balance of all of these things as well. So over the next few months, there's a range of people coming into your life. Who you choose to keep and who you choose to let go of is completely your choice. I will say though, be careful, okay? Be careful of those that sort of are trying to manipulate you or trying to, you may feel like you're walking on eggshells. You may feel like not sure if this person really has, the best agenda, or maybe they have ulterior motives, those kinds of things. Be aware, okay? Because you've got a range of people coming in the next few months. So who's coming? Well, there's a range of people coming, and also when? Well, in the next few months. You've got here lots of different people. Now, what I do feel is that there is going to be one person who's very, very stable that does come into your life, who is emotionally on the same page as you, physically on the same page as you, and also mentally on the same page as you. So they can have all of these characteristics. And also, they can be someone with a Wheel of Fortune who perhaps is a little bit slow with doing things, but that's because they like stability. You may find that they're just a little bit like, meh. You may not have that sort of like instant attraction to them, but you still have attraction. You may not feel like instantly emotionally like connected to them, but that's because, it's a bit of a like slow energy. Love can sometimes take time to grow. Okay, so you may find at the beginning like they're a bit boring, but actually that's because they're stable. Okay, I just want to say that. Sometimes people get very attracted to people who can be manipulative. Sometimes people get very attracted to those who are just right off the bat, a certain way. So be prepared to know that the person that really is stable towards you can feel a bit boring towards you, but can also be extremely, extremely stable in so many aspects. And that is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? They can be a little bit slow, especially with the Ten of Pentacles as well, but this person's also very, very stable and secure, not just financially, because yes, they do bring a treasure chest, mentally, emotionally, physically, socially. They're very responsible, spiritually as well, as I mentioned, but very, very responsible, very self-aware, has a lot of integrity, has a lot of kindness and maturity, but on all levels, okay? This is not someone who's super selfish to the point where it's all about them. This is someone that really understands themselves. So Seven of Cups here shows choice, okay? You have choice. Above anything, there's a lot of people sort of coming your way, and they could just be people that, you talk to and then there's nothing more. But remember that it's also your choice as to how much you decide to engage and talk to these particular people as well. I think that's very important. Okay, so let's have a look and see with your cards what messages we have. Let's shuffle out these Romance Angel Oracle cards, because you've got choice here. You've got choice. Okay. Okay. Wow, okay. So they're just coming out left, right, centre, and let's go with the Lovers Oracle cards as well. 3. Okay. A little bit harder to shuffle, but I love the shape of these cards so much, and they're really lovely cards. Again, I'm going to take the top one. Let's see. All right. First of all, let's start with I'm going to start with the Lovers Oracle cards, because I just feel very drawn to them first and foremost. So it says here, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So that goes here with the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of choice here, but remember to understand what you want in terms of your personal desires, and then also to match that up with what you want in terms of love, right? So if you want someone who is mature, kind, responsible, make sure you're going in that direction rather than the direction of perhaps manipulation. Okay, that's really important, that you're connecting your heart's desire. Also, maybe this person's like super attractive. You know, the devil looks attractive there, but is that, you know, is that really just what you want? You know, that's a really important question to ask. So be aware of really what it is that you want and give thanks to that. You know, live in a state of gratitude already and you will get what it is that you want. It says here, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Okay, so of course there's, you know, choice coming in here. There is no right and wrong, but it will serve as a lesson is basically what it's saying. Okay, all your choices serve as lessons. When you make a certain choice, it will generate a web of events. That's how fate works, right? When you make a choice, say for example, I knock over this butterfly. Well, see, fate has generated an event. The butterfly is now sideways. If I didn't do anything to it, it would have generated another series of events where we wouldn't have been talking about that butterfly, right? So remember, every choice you make is a learning experience. Every choice that you make will generate something. Okay, so we've also got here, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay, so you may be wondering why there are so many people just coming your way, but there's no one that's completely serious. Well, in that case, it's about changing your mindset, you know, wanting that in your life, wanting to manifest that into your life, wanting that to actually progress into your life and come into your life. That's really important as well, to like make sure that you're actively wanting it and seeking it as well, and making sure that when it's there, you're not neglecting it for something else. So I think that's really, really quite significant. Okay, so let's go with the Romance Angel Oracles. You've got here attraction, which says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, which basically means stop and smell the roses, look after yourself, take care of yourself, make sure that you are really putting yourself first in that sense, and you're not just sort of getting, you know, wrapped up in something straight away. You know, that's really important. So by appreciating all those little moments that you have now, it will bring you so much more. That's what they say about gratitude, is that when you really stop and have gratitude for the things that you have got right now, that's when the universe will give more reasons to give you more. Also, forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So it's really about focusing on the here and the now rather than the past. I think that's really important. And forgiving, learning, healing from the past will allow you to feel more love as you go forward. Sometimes what can happen is if you haven't healed from a past relationship that was toxic, you can attract that back into your life, but you have a choice as to whether that's what you want. Especially through healing, you can avoid certain things altogether, right? And you can sort of be faced with red flags and be like, wait a second, this is a red flag, let me act on it. Okay, so that's really important as well. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So that's showing that it is safe for you to love, because you will be the one making those choices, and those choices stem from what you know and what you have learnt. Remember, that's something we see here. There's no right and wrong, but it's your choice that makes ultimately the biggest difference. From what you have learnt here. It also says inspiration and courage. Okay, there we go. And that's also showing you that this, these choices here that you have is going to test your courage, but it's also going to give you lots of inspiration. You know, what are you going to settle for? That's the thing here. It says here meditation for creativity. So meditating can really help you. Trusting your gut, listening to your gut when you come across these people is very, very important. Your body will tell you quicker, because your heart can tell you many things, but your gut is what's really, really important, your nervous system. And then also here, imagine and envision. Okay, so you've got the Seven of Cups, which was all about that, literally, as we see here. Okay, and you've got here this card as well. So it's really showing, you know, manifest the kind of person that you want. You know, if you want someone with integrity, then you've got to stand with that integrity energy as well and allow that to manifest into your life. So that's what's really important, because if you want, you know, if you say to the universe, oh yeah, I really want someone that's mature and kind and caring, and then you go after someone who is manipulative, you're going completely against what it is that you want, right? So that's really important to understand. Okay. So you've got lots of choice coming in, and it's your choice as to what you do with it. That's basically what tarot is saying here, and it's going to happen over the next few months that a few different options will appear, and there will be someone strong that also appears, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit after that. Okay, so let's see. these are initials that we have, or letters should I say, that could be initials. So we've got a D, an L, a V, a P, Y, W, F, T, S, got another W, and another S as well. Alright, so that is pretty much what we have got for your reading. Now, if this resonates with you, or if you have any comments about the reading, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy as well. Link is down below. And yeah, do take care everybody, and I hope you enjoyed today's reading. Bye!